everything was properly documented on VHS. So if we had footage of Pablo doing it in 97, was there someone doing that air flare in 96? Or someone doing the air flare in 95? Or someone doing the air flare, if Pablo did it in August of 97, was someone there like in May doing it in 97? So it was kind of like you have to compare the footage, but then you have to understand that Pablo probably didn't have that footage.
But now, in today's era, you are in Soul Shifters. That is your crew now. Now this is a crew. Who's all in this crew?
Oh man, I ain't got that one. Damn, I don't even know.
Is it like a Soul Shifters worldwide type thing?
So Soul Shifters was a creative. It was from a creative thought process that Free from Circle of Fire thought of, and the thought was having a how can I put it? How did he put it? He wanted to have a band of dancers, people that did strictly like dance on top rocking and stuff like that. That was from, and it was funny because it was called Shapeshifters. The first name was Shapeshifters, but Free found out. Even Orb, being a rapper, Orb said, "No, man, that's a rap group. Don't call it Shapeshifters." So he was all right, Soul Shifters. So he called it Soul Shifters, but it's a collaboration of artists now with like-minded thoughts of family. So we have a lot of people that were in Soul Shifter, or a lot of people that were in Circle of Fire that just kind of branched out of Circle of Fire, of a legendary crew that became Soul Shifters, it being a band of artists with like-minded ideas. So we have a lot of people.
No doubt. And for Arizona, I know there's you and Wehum, right?
Well, actually, it's me, Wehum, Maria, and Rose now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are even expanding in AZ, huh?
Well, Maria and Rose showed a lot of their dedication to the art of house dancing and being friends and becoming like that connection to being like someone, like if someone does a certain move, you go, "Hey, I want to get this guy in. He's really good," but they don't know their character. So Rose and Maria, they would actually pay for their own flights to go and hang out with the crew and be around the crew and have a friendship and have a family kinship with a lot of the members that were in Soul Shifters. So that became really dope. They became really, as I say, awe-inspiring, because you got people that actually want to become friends with you instead of people you see only at practice becoming a crew. So it's more of a family thing with them, because I know they studied under Wehum.
Oh, dope, man. That's a guy. I got to get Wehum on here, man. He's got a lot of. I would love to talk the abstract era, because his name has come up in at least 2 interviews so far.
Wehum is the product of how I was in Fresno when it came to longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Wehum is that for Arizona. He's seen multiple eras of breaking in Arizona.
Right. Dope, man. Now, so last thing I want to ask you is, so you've been around a lot of what I would like to call limit pushing, right? You've been in Soul Control. You had not just yourself, but you also had Cujo. You had Pablo. People who are really pushing the limits, the physical limits of what it is that we call breaking. What advice or guidance would you give to the current generation as far as pushing the limits of the dance, being themselves in the dance, and getting the most that they can out of their bodies within this dance?
That's a good question. So at a point of opening your mental block, as far as a move before a move after a move, or even thinking outside of the box, I guess my advice is to create your own signature move, create something that's totally yours, to where you can say you came up with it, or you added on to something and you flipped it. Because a lot of people, there's moves, I don't know, a lot of people, there's moves that are going around and recycled and people are doing it and it's somebody else's. But to be originally you, that's a task in itself. When I started my journey on freezes and doing freezes that were something that I created, and I stood out and made a name for myself, that is something that I always want to see at a jam. If I see somebody at a jam and I go, yo, that dude is dope, because of his originality, because of what he can do, because of the limits that he pushed within itself, and not being in like anybody else but himself. So that's always something really dope. Because I remember at a time we had a couple of people from, and I gotta drop a name, but Scaby for the Love Crew, Arizona. There's a lot of moves that he does that are actually something that he created, and then it'll open your mind. You go, oh, yeah, that was dope. Like, how the hell did you come up with that? And it was really dope. And to me, it brought a spark of inspiration to me, to where I could be like, oh, if I ever got to battle this guy, I'm gonna have a hard time. But it's mostly of being 100%, 110% you in your creative thought process, and expanding and pushing yourself to that limit, to where you impress yourself. No, don't impress anybody else, but you impress yourself, because you created a self goal to create a move that no one else does, and you did it. So you're pushing your mental limit to impressing yourself. All right.
But yeah, man, Scaby is definitely an underground king for Arizona, man. I think so. He's like one of those dudes that I don't know how far he's taken his name outside of Arizona, but he's one of those dudes. If you ever come to Arizona, he's definitely going to be one of those eye-opening people. You're like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? When you see him.
You're going to have a hard time. If you compete against him, you're going to have a hard time, because if I'm judging and he's there with his originality and his creative movements, to me, I always look at that, because I'm like, you know, someone could top rock with a whole lot of energy. Someone can do footwork with a whole lot of energy, and I get the energy. But a lot of times when I'm looking for is someone that stands out, someone that was like once me, or once Pablo, that stood out. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, man. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your stories and connecting some of those dots in the West Coast history and lineage that you are a part of. As soon as this COVID is over, man, hopefully I'll see you again at one of the jams. You know what I'm saying? Go have a good time.
You will see me, and we will practice together. We'll pick each other's minds. I will learn off of you. You will learn off of me, and we'll definitely learn from each other.
No doubt, man. Again, thank you. Beyond the Cypher, Bboy Erik, Soul Shifters Worldwide.
Yes,
and
indeed.
AZ. Thanks again for your time, brother. We'll see you on the other side.
Much respects, man. Peace and love, brother.
Peace. For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section, and to make sure that you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.